This past Thursday marked 18 years since I dropped the very first Sounds Off episode on a little hosting platform called TalkShoe. And we went from TalkShoe to Podbean and now Spreaker. 18 years. They grow up so fast. My baby is old enough to vote. Yeah, I started the show as a feature on SEScoops.com, which is still alive and well today and run by my good friend, Webmaster Mike. And that opened the show up to a wider audience than I would have had on my own, so I thank him for that. And I thank all of you that have stuck with me since episode 1. There are quite a few of you still out there. And whether you are one of the day one OGs or you just discovered the show last week, whether you found me through TV tracks years ago or through JD after we started co-hosting Tuesday Night Titans together, the best damn two-man show in the entire space, I want to say thank you for all the support. I don't take it for granted. This show has quite literally changed my life. You know, being able to leave behind a career in public relations, the suit and the tie and the daily commute, to take a chance on myself and be my own boss, it's a great feeling I wish everyone could experience, even though I'm harder on myself than my boss ever was. And it's a lot of work. You know, anyone who thinks I roll out of bed every Sunday, I plug in my mic and I just hit record and that's all I do, that's not how any of this works. It is a grind. It is as any content creator will tell you, it is a grind. And it's not really conducive to any kind of social life on the weekends or going on vacations or anything like that. That is something I really need to work on because burnout is a very real thing. You know, what works for me may not work for others. It may not even work too well for me sometimes. But I'm very proud of what I have been able to create out of the show. You know, when I was unhappy with what I was making, I could have taken some other shitty job that would have made me miserable and paid me a little bit more money. And I said, no, I know I can turn this into something so much more. You know, I created something out of nothing, something that didn't even exist before. And I was able to get it to a point where I can support myself doing it, right? That's not an easy thing to do. This shit is hard and it takes time. And a lot of people don't want to wait. You know, they don't want to invest that time. They want everything now. They want an audience now. They want sponsors now. They want to make money now. And that's not how any of this works. You know, you need to commit yourself to it. You need to put the work in. You need to find your voice and hope that people will like what they hear. Some people just aren't very good at this. You know, you need to make mistakes. You need to learn from those mistakes. What works, what doesn't work. You need to be consistent with the content that you put out. Consistency is key. Without it, you can't grow. And I'm living proof that you don't need to have hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers to find success in whatever it is that you do. You define what success looks like, so long as you feel fulfilled doing what you love. I've had the chance to make a lot of new friends. I've had the chance to interview a lot of really cool people that I grew up watching on TV. Got to meet them, got to interview them, got to learn from them. Had the chance to do commentary and to work for one of the biggest independent promotions in the country. You know, I've been very blessed. And I don't know how much longer any of this is going to last. You know, 2 more years and we hit our 20-year anniversary. 63 more of these and we hit episode 1000. Right? Those are 2 pretty big milestones. And I have every intention of seeing them through, but you just never know. You know, you guys have been here through the death of my father and the death of my mother, my health issues. I mean, that means a lot to me. I've thought of Kevin Castle this year a lot since he passed away. He was a good friend to me and the show. Take nothing for granted. I wish WWE was more exciting right now, right? There's no reason for it not to be. I wish AEW was hot enough to put 16,000 people in the Greensboro Coliseum for blood and guts like they did for Revolution last year instead of 4,400. I've been here through the bad times, and believe me, they were pretty bad. They were pretty bleak. That made for some very entertaining rants. But I've been here through the good times and everything in between, so whether you are watching along with me or if you have stopped watching altogether and just listened to the podcast to get your fix, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for 18 years. And here's to 18 more. And you know what the good thing is? The good thing is, even then, I still won't be old enough yet to qualify for Social Security or Medicare. So that's good.